morning. Thank you for joining me for today's Facebook Live. My name is Tracy Held. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne in Australia. This is the card that we're going to make today. So it's a simple fun fold that opens up like that. If you're wondering about the products, it is stuff that you maybe haven't seen before. You know, as soon as we get new stuff, we have to play with it. So this is in the new January to April mini catalogue, and it's a suite called Cute as a Bug. I'm going to show it to you because it is exactly what it says. It is super cute. So you've got the stamps with the matching dies, and if you can see in the pictures, you know, some of them match the images, a lot of them do, but then you've also got these mushrooms and those little insects and flowers and things that don't match the stamp, so there are some extras there. Then there's also these cute embellishments. So yeah, you can, I'll take them out the packet. The little ladybirds and these little clear dots. There is ribbon as well, which I haven't got with me right here. It's really nice ribbon. And the best part, and I'm going to show you the reverse side of the paper first so that we can have a big reveal with the paper. So you've got little flowers, leaves, this like splotchy bit. Then the next two are actually fairly similar. You've just got the differences in the colouring over there. That one looks like a tablecloth, so you can have your bugs having a picnic. But look at the reverse side. Hang on, so, how cute are those? Now, some of these, the caterpillar, not the beetle with the flower, but like that little guy. I think it's that one carrying a book. The mushrooms, the bee, you've got the watering can, and that flower will actually cut out with the dies. That one is a whole lot of different ones. Now this time around these pieces are actually bigger, so you can cut them down to fit onto metric size cards. You'd cut a bit more off if you're using imperial size, so that's really good for us because often those pieces don't fit our cards properly. And then we have these. I have to say that my favorite is this little ladybird catching a ride on the snail. Those, that's all your berries and things, and mushrooms. So super cute paper. It's our Creativity Abound Stamp Camp this month, well not this month, this time, which will be on the 21st of February, is going to be using this suite, so you'll be seeing a lot of stuff that I'm using there. Simply Said for my sentiment, just because I wanted a birthday card this time around, and my old favourite, Stylish Shapes to cut the circles. Okay, let's get going. First up, we're doing some fairly basic scoring. So I'm just scoring at 5 centimetres and 9.5 centimetres. And just because it's a little bit too difficult for me to figure it out today, I'm going to do the same on the other side. Just flip it over and score the same. If you're working in inches, you're scoring at 2 inches and 3 3/4 inches. Okay, and that's it. Our scoring is done. And then give it a good press with the bone folder. You can see that this one's still jumping up a bit. It needs a bit more time to flatten, or you know, put it under a book. Now I haven't used the stamps and done a lot of colouring this time. I have to say that I've probably been a little bit lazy, but a lot of the cards that I've been making with these, and I haven't made that many yet, but we're going and playing nicely. I've actually just been cutting the insects out of the DSP, so lots of fussy cutting, which we probably know is not my forte, but they're super cute, so it just makes it worthwhile. Now I have to say, the most devastating thing here is actually sticking that DSP down, because sometimes you just have to use the back and it means that you're sticking the bugs down. But come on, be brave, use the DSP, don't hoard it. Okay, glue. Now this is gonna, I did check that it was coming out before I started, and it was. So it's obviously decided that it doesn't want to come out in between the time that I checked it and I started. Let's just see if it doesn't start coming out. I'm going to have to grab another glue. Got another one. Hopefully this one will behave itself better. And we're going to just stick that on there. I have glue all over my fingers before I've even done very much. That one looks wrong. It looks like I cut that a little bit short, but okay. I'll leave it for now, fix it up later, and then these are going on the inside. Go. And I'm going to stick my insert in here, then that's all done. Now, I did cut my circle out of the inside of the mat, and you probably know that I tend to do that quite often just because, hey, it saves a bit of paper and nobody's going to know the difference because it is going to be completely covered. Now just watch out because this mat is slightly longer than it is wide, so make sure that you're sticking it the right way. And here we go. I had a tiny little bee that I cut out this time that I'm going to put at the bottom here. And again, just make sure that you're sticking this on the right one, because I may have already done it wrong and stuck it the wrong way and then had a bit of a catastrophe happening. So, well, isn't he cute with his little balloon? And then we're going to take my card base, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stick my strips down first, just because that'll help me decide on where my my piece in the center needs to go. I just find that easier than trying to get that completely centered and then sticking the strips on the side. So it doesn't matter, whatever way is easiest for you, you can do. Stay there, not on my finger. Right, and then we're going to put glue on the back here. And if it's easier to see if we lift that up, stick that out of the third largest. So I'm just going to layer that on there. Now that's going to stick here, but just remember we only want our dimensionals on half of the circle. So I want it on that half. Just be careful, you don't want to stick your card closed. Said you don't want to stick your card closed, and stuck that on a little bit too close to the edge. There we go, that's better. Now my card is not sticking closed. And then I've stamped my sentiment onto just a strip of basic white, so we're just going to cut that at an angle. And stick it on again. Just put glue in the middle of your sentiment. Now I'm sure that you can imagine that I really wanted to use the ladybirds, but they just looked a little bit too dark with the colours that I've used here, because those are quite pale colours, so I decided, okay, I'll then use the dots. So I hope that you can see them. You can actually see them on the card. They are, oops, sorry, just dropped my mouse, quite subtle. But they're cute. Let's see if I lift it up to the camera. Can you see the little dots on there? Hoping those are showing up, because they are there. Right, now I'll just quickly tell you about the Creativity Abound Stamp Camp. There are details on my blog, so you will be able to go and have a look at that. That's quite a nice stamp camp. All you have to do is go in and order the suite from me, and you'll then get the kit to make all the 13 cards in the tutorial. All you do is pay for the postage to get that kit to you. You'll also get access to our Facebook group, which sort of runs for 24 hours over that 21st and 22nd of February. So there's a presentation every 2 hours, and of course you can go back and watch them. You'll get the video links to the presentations afterwards once Facebook's deleted them. And those are alternate projects. So there's videos for the projects and the tutorials, plus the 13 alternate projects. So you get 26 projects that you can make using the suite. So heaps of ideas from that. All you do, buy the suite, pay the postage for your kit, and you're in. As easy as that. So mark that down, ready to order that as soon as that catalogue goes live. I think that's on the 6th of January. Right, so there's our super cute cards for today. Have a great weekend, and I will see you again next week. Bye for now.